Howdy, welcome back to Pacific Northwest Gold Rushers. I'm Jeff, and this is Gold Rush 21. We got a break in the weather coming today. Actually, just ain't got a big window, maybe 3-4 hours. So I'm not going to mess around looking at these other creeks because I still know that they're too high to hit any place decent. But that's coming up. In fact, I've been working on building some different tools, possibly for some crevicing and everything. So as I slowly build that, but I do got to say that I got another new tool, a keen backpacking dredge. Got that from Northwest. What was it? Northwest Detectors sale out of Oregon, and found them online, and it's actually where I got my pan, my super sluice, and good people. Believe it or not, when I called them with a question, they actually answered the phone. Usually everybody hides from you unless you're buying something. But good people, good customer service, good prices, very fair. So we're going to play with that and learn how that works. It will work later when I'm trying to do crevicing. But my goal today is just to get out there. I'm working on some ideas how I'm not going to kill my back trying to do so much sluicing with this giant monster, but I'm just going to use this and hopefully take all the concentrates after speed panning, feed it into this bucket, and bring this home and then run it through my keen and see what we get. After all, we saw what I got after 5 pans, so I haven't decided if I'm going to actually classify a bucket or not. We'll make that decision when I get there. But for right now, let's go find a nug. Gold Rush 21. Howdy, hey, and we're here, and welcome back to Gold Rush 21. Well, as we can see, same spot, water level's gone down considerably. Very beautiful green though, just beautiful, which that means the melt slowed down, but yeah. So anyway, again, today is just about exploring, but now that the water kind of washed a lot of the sand off on these, you can really see all the tailings. Somebody has been down here with a massive high banker. I mean, everywhere. And I'll give you an example. This area right here, that's mine. That's mine. That's I threw all the boulders back in and everything else, and I remember that dig right behind that boulder. That was the one where I gave out the pay dirt to my mother-in-law, well, my ex-mother-in-law, and yeah, that was dug before. So I'm walking along here, and I don't want to go up higher where I was when the water was high, because I'm saving that for when the water's high. So definitely somebody moved a heck of a lot right here. I don't know if they dug right here or over here, but they didn't even put their boulders back in. They just let it do its thing. So that's not real good. But here's another, probably the same guy. Kind of looking at the ground a little bit here. I don't know. I'm guessing he dug around here. That's a guess. So that's why I set my hydration station up over there. Right now I'm trying to decide where to break ground. There's a little dip right here, and a boulder back there behind these, well, under these saplings, not saplings, this little shit, oh, don't swear, crap bushes. You know, these things sprued up so quick. But that's tempting me. I got pruners. I could prune this stuff back, get down there. I'm just going to be classifying anyway. But and the other option, you can see two more tailing piles. They obviously, if they keep coming back, they're finding good gold, just like I do. Well, decent gold for me. Just trying. I see a little bit of a dip there, so I'm guessing he dug. I'm guessing he dug there, and or right up in here. And what he did is just came back and he kept following his pay. But I wish it was a little lower, because there are a couple spots down there I wanted to try. But I'm thinking either here. You can see there's rocks under the sand. I'm thinking either breaking ground here. Maybe I'm thinking more here. Because if I hit good rock, old river gravels, and I do come back, I can chase on the other side of this log where I was just talking about before, where that other big rock is. So I think I'm going to break ground here, do a quick test pan, and see what we get, and then kind of have a plan to process dirt as quick as I can. It's a mild day, beautiful day. Regardless, it's going to be a good day. Now, let's grab that excavator and find me a nug. Gold Rush 21. Howdy, hey. Welcome back. Well, that didn't take very long. Let me show you. So, as you can see, got my sands there, and kind of got down. That's maybe 6 to 8 inches. And you hear that? We're already into some good gravels here. So let's get a pan, test this out, find me that nug. Gold Rush 21. Howdy, hey. Okay, so what I did is, just on these top rocks here and everything, basically the equivalent to maybe 1 shovelful, and I did classify it down with a 1/4 inch and into my pan, and I found 3 micro dot colors. But again, that's still up in this sand stuff, so I got to get down. There's a couple bigger rocks in there. I got to get down probably another foot. But my goal is, what I'm going to do is, I decided I am going to classify. I'm going to classify a 5-gallon bucket. And then I'm going to get really lazy, because you don't get to be my size by not being lazy. I'm actually going to fill this up with water. And I didn't bring any jet dry, but I'm going to fill this up with water just like I do at home. I'm going to get things situated where I can sit my booty down on there. Pan it out, quick pan, and just reach over and dump it in the bucket, and repeat. So I'm going to go ahead and run a bucket and kind of see what the material looks like here, and then if it looks like it's got good material in there, then maybe we'll do a second bucket. But for now, I'm going to get me a little bit of hydration, sit down for a second, and I think I'm going to run up to my truck and grab my pick. Make this digging a little easier. So, we'll see what we get. It is beautiful today. Gold Rush 21. Howdy, hey. Welcome back. Well, I forgot how much I hate classifying like that. I haven't used this 1/4 inch classifier. This was my first one I ever got, and it's fine for my backpack when I just go hiking in someplace to prospect, but these damn things hold it so high off the bucket. Evergreen Prospecting had a video where he said, oh, you got to grind those down. I was planning to, I just never got around to it, but definitely need to do that, because it was a pain in the butt. But we got a full bucket, And when I say bucket, it's a bucket. I know it's going to be heavy to carry over to there. But the good news is it looks like good gravel. I'm down pretty deep, but you can see the rusty rock. Those things were wedged in there tight. But we got a full bucket. Lots of good rock, good looking rock here. Felt a few raindrops. So I'm going to get to work on that right away. And then actually, when I'm done with that, I'm going to try out my hand dredge into a pan down there in the bottom of that and see, one, how it works. I've never used one. And two is, maybe there's a nug. So I'll be back when, that's a lot of panning, when I'm done. Gold Rush 21. Okay. Well, I've already done a couple. Again, I'm still learning this pan. So just a quick one here to let you know I'm taking maybe 2 or so scoops out of here. Because I'm trying to do production here. Then basically, you know, get her all lightened up and everything without making too big of a mess on myself. Nobody likes to mess themselves. And then my goal is to get this down to about a minute. But again, you know, I'm still learning. It's a heavy pan, and that concentrate, believe it or not, is really heavy. And in truth, that's why most people don't fill them all the way up, is because they're so darn heavy. And wherever your sluice is set up, you have to carry it there, you know. And of course, when you drain the water out the best you can, that just makes it like almost like semi-dry concrete. So even scooping it out is tough, but you can always add a little water to it, and that will loosen it up a little bit. But let me see how. Gotta try to trust these ripples, but I'm trying to get her down to just nothing but a few rocks and black sand as quick as I can. And as you can tell, I'm a lot slower than you guys who've been doing this a long, long time. I'm still a noob. That's the fun of it. And definitely not as fast as running a sluice or a high banker, but we can't high bank anymore here in Washington because of all the snowflakes. But I'm not going to get into that, because you know what? We just make do. And we're out here to enjoy ourselves. We make do. I could whine and cry and say, I'm not doing this no more. Well, I don't believe in that. Okay, so now we're down in a part where I can actually trust and do this with one hand here. I like to get all the clay and everything out first. And yeah, I am always paranoid of flushing gold out, but that's why I'm not taking it all the way completely 100% down to black sand. I'm going to get all the lights off, get her down. You can see already, hopefully, that the color's getting darker here. Big giant ripples there really help. I got to learn to trust them a little more, I think. But a couple more times here, and then we dump them in the bucket. We're almost all the way to black sand now. You can see this is actually, it appears, you know, you don't know until you clean it up. The good gravels, hopefully. All right, we're about where I want to be. You know, some of the rocks are starting to come now, so what I do is I just go in like this, turn it around, get everything down here on the bottom. Voila. I got a long ways to go, but let me dump some of this water back in here. It's looking like good rock. So, good news is the raindrops kind of stopped, so I better keep moving. I think I see a speck of gold right there on top. I'm not going to cheat. Yes, I am. Still, you got to wait. Gold Rush 21. Might be a nug in there. Howdy, welcome back. I'm about halfway through with this bucket, but I was kind of getting ready to have a hydration. I thought maybe I should just take this opportunity to explain what I meant earlier. And this is why people typically don't like filling their buckets too full, because the bottom of the bucket becomes almost like concrete. And I'll show you here. So you can see here, she's compact. But you can, you know, loosen it up. You can take a scoop of a little bit of water and throw it in there. But I was going to, the reason why I showed you that, for other noobs like myself, I've used the term aerate a few times in panning. You really got to agitate to get that sand to aerate a little bit. So I'm going to explain it a little bit with this penny, hopefully. So I put a couple scoops in the pan and drained, you know, got it level and drained out the water. So let's take a look at it. You can see there, that penny doesn't want to go down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pan it down and show you that penny is going to go all the way down. Hopefully. I was going to use a dime, but I didn't have a dime. Then I was going to use a dollar bill, and I didn't think that would work. But we'll see if this does. So let me get you set up, and we'll show you this pan. Hopefully it'll be quick. Cold Rush 21. Penny's still on the top. So we want to aerate. No more penny. I could do the same thing with the BB. It's just a penny's easier to see. So you aerate it so all the heavy stuff goes down, but you don't want to take a whole bunch of worthless sand, and light material. So the whole goal of this is to get it down to where it's just the concentrates, like you would in an actual sluice. So I'm still learning this pan. I'm sure the more I use it, the more I'll trust it and be able to speed up. But right now, I don't trust myself as far as, you know, throwing gold out and stuff. These ripples are really hard to, these big, heavy, thick, deep ripples are hard to understand whether to trust them or not, because I'm not used to it. My other pan, I could probably, truthfully, be faster than I am with this right now and get her down finer. But, you know, you don't get better unless you learn new things. So we're going to give this a shot. And truthfully, we're almost even where I want to be. Sitting in this chair doing this in this tub is a lot better than bending over and doing it in the river. Plus I don't have to deal with those darn water waves there on the shore. So just a reminder, you don't throw stuff out of the pan. You let the water do the work. Trust your ripples. Alright, we're one more time, I think. Aerate it. I think that's most of the light material. Alright. Bring her down. Pull her back. Come on. This would be really embarrassing if my penny wasn't there. Oh. There it is. Right there. Right there at the bottom corner, which is where you want your gold to go, and copper is nowhere near as heavy as gold. So I'm a penny richer, or I should say, I didn't lose a penny. But hey, welcome back. Well, finally got her done. So we turned that 5-gallon bucket into that bucket's just classified material. But I did feel another raindrop. Now I have to make a decision, because tomorrow is supposed to be a nicer day, and really today was just getting out and enjoying myself. I got to decide whether to do another bucket. Well, you know me, I probably will. But before I do that, I'm going to test out my backpacking dredge. So I'm going to go into this hole and suck up some of the stuff down there in the good gravels, because actually right now I'm at where it is. I'm going to get my pan, try out that backpacking dredge. Never used it before, and again, that's the fun. That pan, I'll tell you what, I'm used to when I get her down using one hand, you know, and that pan's so darn heavy, it's tough to do that with. But then again, you know, you can move a lot of material with it. Still not 100% sold on it. I'm not sure if I can move less with a pan I'm more comfortable with faster. So maybe do 2 or 3 pans the time it takes me to do one. But no, I just need to learn it. Again, it's a tool that we're learning. So let me get my my backpacking dredge there, and we'll try it for the first time. Gold Rush 21. Ooh, that butterfly just buzzed me. Be right back. All right. Keen Engineering. Good company. Oh, goodness, my knees. Let's find us a nug. That didn't work. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I went too far. Alright. This is definitely going to be a learning curve. What am I doing wrong? Gotta be doing something wrong here. I think I was making too big and too fast of strokes. Well, there's obviously a technique to it, because at first I couldn't even get the thing to work. Let's check it out. Howdy, Abe. Well, as you see, towards the end there I started figuring it out, but at first I couldn't even get the darn thing to work. But and I didn't go for too long. I was just sticking it down in where I knew there were gravels. I wasn't like trying to wedge it underneath a boulder or anything. Although I was thinking about last week when I was down and I was trying to get under that boulder. That might have come in handy. Maybe not at first, because it took me a little bit to figure it out, but I maybe had, you know, that much in the bottom of my pan when I panned it out. But I actually ended up with 11 flakes. Well, I should say 11 flakes, but 3 of them are tiny. But I don't care what you say, those microdots still count for me. But for that little bit of material, I know I'm in some gravels where there's some flower gold. trying to decide if I want to go one more 5-gallon pail, because again it keeps trying to rain, and I know the rains are supposed to come any minute now, but tomorrow is supposed to be nice. So I'm kind of wondering maybe if I should just go home and clean up what I got and hit this again tomorrow. Maybe definitely fix that classifier. That ain't gonna work like that. That was a pain in the butt. Why'd they do that? Works good in a pan, but doesn't work good on a bucket. So I think if I trim those down a little bit and get it down from there farther, it would be better. So, tell you what, I think I'm going to have a hydration and, you know, dump my bin and everything, and I can decide then. There's no hurry. Actually, it's a nice day. Howdy. Well, here's what I came up with. Because I got some good color with very minimal gravels, it took quite a bit of work to just to get down to where the pay layer is. I did get that full bucket concentrated. So what I'm going to do is clean up the hole, get what I can get, and just no classifying, put it in that super pan, quick pan it out, dump it in my bucket, and see what we get. Yeah, let's see if that works. Cold Rush 21. Darn sand's caving in on me. I'm under a rock of some kind here. Can't see it. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, it's gold. Actually, those are the biggest flakes I've seen so far. So, like everybody says, one more pan. Yeah. Okay, pretty much got the easy stuff out, but not easy when you can't see what you're digging and you're kind of feeling the boulders, but definitely going to come back here tomorrow and I'll show you why. This is the layer that I've been removing just to that tiny little, probably 3 foot by 3 foot hole. So as you can see, those are packed in there, which means it hasn't been dug. Oh, I just felt another raindrop. So I'm going to get this panned. We're going to be back here tomorrow, so I don't have to reclimate it today. I think we'll find some good gold down in there. Got to come up with a way to move it a little faster though. But for now, I'm going to finish this pan, put it in the bucket, get home, and see how I'm going to clean it out. Gold Rush 21. Howdy, hey. Boy, that was a close one. I was just about ready to drive off and realized I left my snuffer bottle down there. There was like at least a dozen nugs in there. Anyway, it was a good day, a learning day, a relaxing day. Now it's time to go home and get things cleaned up and see what gold I got. Something tells me there's a nug. Gold Rush 21. Howdy, welcome back. I had a change of plan. It's a little later than I thought, and I know I'm going back there tomorrow. I'm sure this video is getting long, and so I'm gonna do tomorrow and a combined weekend total cleanup. I appreciate you watching. Sorry you didn't get to see no nugs, but please like, share, and subscribe. Well, actually, I don't care if you do or not. I enjoy what I do. This is just kind of fun for me. I'm a noob, and I spent years trying to self-teach myself, so I do these videos for other noobs out there that can say, Jesus criminy, if that idiot can find gold, I definitely could. So, if you want to subscribe, if you want to like, it's up to you. I do this for me. I don't wait for nobody. And I appreciate you. Gold Rush 21. Tomorrow, the big day. I'm going to fill that pan with nugs. Enjoy.